I believe a huge misconception of exams is that they're there to test students' knowledge of their subjects. Now, I know, I can almost hear some of the replies and screams coming through the screen. What, Katie? That's exactly what they're for. And don't worry, I haven't completely lost it. I agree that that's what they're there for, or what they're doing in part. Now, let me be clear. That's exactly what I also thought they were there to do back when I was a student too. In fact, I'd say it's even the case that in the first couple of years of my teaching, I thought that as well. And that's really the scary part, because that was before I became an external exam marker as well. Back at the start of my teaching, even having been through teacher training and done really well with that, I was teaching students the subject content, and then, they then got tested on it to see how well they understood it and remembered it. But after training with exam boards like AQA in the UK and ACARA and QCAA in Australia, I've come to realise that there's a whole lot more to this exam malarkey than meets the eye. There are specific skills that mean students will or won't perform well in exams, and these include things like time management, being able to decipher specifically what the question's asking, knowing how mark schemes are structured so that they can then craft a response that meets the success criteria, and do so by writing succinctly and concisely so that they can fulfill those requirements, i.e. being able to convey the information needed in the most concise way and with clarity, and doing it with quality and in the time that the exam gives. So doing it all with some speed, but without being careless. And if any of those skills and techniques are missing, then the knowledge and understanding of the subject becomes almost secondary. Because if students can't get the information that they have learned and stored from brain to paper, or filter that information in a way that means they're giving specifically what's being asked for in the way that it's being asked for, or they aren't able to complete the exam paper in time, then all the subject knowledge in the world isn't really going to matter. So here's the key takeaway from this. For students to succeed in exams, we need to get away from this outdated idea that it's all about learning and revising subject knowledge. And we need to start acknowledging and taking action on the fact that there are specific skills, in fact the 6 elements of exam technique that I teach, that are also being tested and examined and are required in exams for them to do well. Then we can really set students up for achieving their best possible success and doing it with a lot more confidence and control over their study as well. I'm Katie Price, grade transformation expert, and wherever you're watching this, please scroll down, leave me a comment, give me some feedback, or ask any questions that you might have around this. And if you know anyone else that could benefit from this info, then please go ahead, share it with them as well. And until next week, let's make this a fantastic week.